Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. Could zloty depreciate further? Analysis http ntvforex.com News ID 9CD9B697 2021 28:49 p.m. Empty macro calendar means that ECB meeting and global factors should remain key drivers for markets. We see limited space for further depreciation of zloty, in light of expected stabilization of eurist. Watch this week September 11 Moody's to evaluate Poland's outlook. Moody's is scheduled to review the Polish credit rating this week, which stands at A2 with stable outlook. According to Moody's comment, a rating change would be a surprise, as the agency tends to look at the whole business cycle and the current crisis is rather temporary. Moody's expects the Polish economy to shrink by 3.8% this year and rebound to 4% in 2021. Last week's highlights: we revised our FY20 GDP growth forecast up to 3.2% due to better than expected economic performance in 1H20 and fast recovery since bottom in April. For more details, check latest macro outlook. CPI inflation arrived at 2.9% YY 0.1% in August. PMI for August came in at 50.6, down from 52.9 in July. According to Ministry of Family, Labor, and Social Policy, unemployment rate remained unchanged at 6.1% in August. Minfin reported that 97% of this year's adjusted borrowing needs have already been financed. Market developments: bond market drivers: 1-0Y yield moved towards 1.4% with growing global risk aversion, the long end of the Polish curve went slightly up. Over the course of the week, the 1-0Y yield increased by around 5 bp towards 1.4%, while the spread over the 1-0Y German Bund rose marginally to 185 bp. Since the end of June, it remains broadly unchanged at around 180 bp. With no macro releases scheduled this week, we expect bond market participants to focus on global developments, with the ECB meeting being the key event. As far as local auctions and events are concerned, the NBP will hold a QE auction on September 16, the Minfin will hold a second switch auction on September 17, while BGK will sell papers on September 23. FX market drivers: global risk aversion weighed on zloty. Worsening global sentiment and increased risk aversion has resulted in the strengthening of the US dollar. The appreciation of the US dollar took its toll on emerging market currencies, which weakened at the end of the week. The Europound went up to a one-month high of around 4.46. We think that the recent developments are temporary and, with the expected stabilization of the eurist, the space for further depreciation of the zloty is, in our view, limited. This week, the most important event for the eurist will be the meeting of the ECB's Governing Council. Although any change in monetary policy is unlikely, the market reaction might be mixed. If expectations for further loosening of monetary policy are disappointed, the eurist could react and impact the zloty. Download the full weekly Focus Poland. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me/mt5.expert.advisors.